Hello everyone, and welcome back to my single-player survival world. I am the Survival Architect, you can call me Liv, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a lot of work on the base. More specifically, on the exterior of the base. It's been a while since we were here, but in today's video, I want to finish the wireframe for this mountain and then get the mountain itself constructed. Obviously, we've got that beacon base over there, which is still visible, and this hole still doesn't really look that complete. It just kind of looks like it's been dug out and placed in there. So in today's video, what I want to do is get these mountains constructed. Now that will involve putting in the wireframes over here first on this back half of the mountain, moving another portal down into the base, and then getting the mountains themselves constructed. We might not get the entirety of the mountains constructed today, but that is the plan. So I'm going to hop over to those shulker boxes over there after I have a nap, and I will show you the resources that I have gathered and put together in those shulker boxes in between episodes. So we've got some of the resources that I've collected over the course of the world so far here together on top of the base. We've got a bunch of stone, as you can, nope, not there. We've got some moss, which we collected a few episodes back. We've got some stone. Obviously, we've got some dirt. We've got some cobblestone. And I think that's about all of and some andesite as well in one of these boxes. Not that one, this one here. And then also down in the base below, we have some tuff, we have some basalt that we will also be using to texture the mountains. So that's kind of the block palette that I will be using for the mountains. Let's hop into a time lapse now where we get the last of the wireframes constructed all the way around to here, and we'll probably also start knocking out some of the terrain in this time lapse too to make it a bit more smooth and with the wireframe. So let's hop into that now, and I will be back talking to you in a few minutes. Well, all of this turned out to be around 3 hours worth of work. I really wanted to get some more of this done today, but I'm actually kind of out of time for recording for today. Recording this time lapse today. There's other things I want to do in this episode. But I've got all of the wireframes in, and I'm starting to get this mountain in place. There's some things that I clearly don't like about this, like this big flat wall. I think I might change the shape of this. But that will come in the next time lapse. But for now, I just wanted to get all the wireframes in and kind of get everything connected, and then kind of get a bit of a sample of what this place will look like with the mountains actually in place. But honestly, this looks so much better now that I'm actually putting things in properly. Like, I can visualize what is going to be in all of these spaces, and it's going to look phenomenal. I'm really, especially up here, like how I'm going to attempt to link this to the existing mountain. Obviously over here I'm going to have to just construct the entire thing, and on this side there's really not that much mountain or shattered savanna to build into, but over here I can link this into the side of this mountain after making like a peak here. This is obviously already linking in. This will draw, oh, this bit will jump up there, and then I'll make the actual shattered savanna look a whole lot better. But this was an awful lot of work. Like I said, about 3 hours, or no, more than that, about 5 hours. If I haven't edited it yet, so I haven't looked at my replay files. But it's somewhere between 3 and 5 hours on just this, the wireframes and clearing out the stone and then putting this little bit in. And honestly, I'm a bit sick of this. I know we said we were going to do a fair bit, but no. This was a lot of work, and I have other stuff that I need to do. So let's pop back into the base now, and I will think of something else to do for this episode that isn't stupidly time consuming. So we're currently over here at the melon and pumpkin farm, which, as you can see, I've currently got disabled. Essentially what I've done is I've got some redstone blocks here that are powering all of the redstone dust and thus all the pistons, and this is simply to prevent lag. This base is already relatively laggy as it is because of the permanently changing states of the droppers in the towers that take all my items up to the sorting system. But what I've been realizing is that when I go for an AFK session, I've only got like 3 farms active. So I'd like to be able to turn my farms on during my AFK sessions, but when I'm done with them, I don't need those farms active, especially this one, considering how dang efficient it is. It just keeps pumping melons, pumpkins out. I have so many shulker boxes of them that I don't need more right now, but I may as well start filling up some chests. So the plan is to put together some sort of system that allows me to turn on and off each farm. So this top layer here, I believe, is the pumpkins. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the pumpkins. And then the next layer down is the melon. So what I'm planning on doing is putting in some sort of redstone line for all my farms that allows me to turn each one of them on and off as I so please. So I'm going to pop back through into our storage area now, and I will give you an idea of what I'm thinking for this upgraded sorting or storage system. I am back over here at my bulk item storage system. You can see that I've got 5 farms currently in. Yes, I know the sugarcane hasn't pumped out that much stuff yet, but it's not very efficient. It's not large enough, really, and I can't be bothered to make it larger, so it's just going to remain like this. Anyway, the plan is to kind of knock out this wall, and the corresponding x-axis, which is this direction, to each farm will be where its lever is. So, sitting right here will be the lever for the melon farm, and then here, pumpkin farm, dripstone, carrot, and the sugarcane farm. And for things like the carrot, that's just going to lock some hoppers to stop more items from coming in. For things like the melon and pumpkin farm, it will fully disable them so that the firing of the pistons doesn't really cause any lag. So that's kind of the plan. What I'm going to do is put it on this wall because, as you can see, if I just go behind here, there's not really enough room to put a shulker box sorter in here with my fancy new entrance that isn't finished yet. Because this is the size of the shulker sorter. It's a bit too big to fit in that space over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the redstone lines in here, and they will each run off to their respective farms to activate or deactivate it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put them in, and I'll be back in just a moment. As you can see, I've now got this set up, so I currently have only 2 levers actually connected up, which is the melon and the pumpkin farm. Turns out that disabling a flying machine, and a villager isn't really possible. So they're pretty lag friendly anyway, so they can just chill out. And you know, the levers are still there, but they're not really used. But currently, the melon and pumpkin ones are being used. And if I flick these on and off, you can hear a piston firing behind it, and that actually turns on and off the farm. So you saw the redstone block setup I had before over there at those farms. These redstone lines move some pistons to move those redstone blocks into place. Essentially, they turn on and off the farm. So currently, both farms are off. If I flick the levers, they will turn back on again. And that's simply because this redstone line unpowers, which then unpowers all the pistons in the farm and allows the farm to operate again. So these are basically just a bunch of really long tunnels that are sitting right next to each other, and they go all the way, you can see the end of it there, but they go all the way down here to where the melon pumpkin farms are. And what I've done is I've essentially just used slime blocks and redstone blocks to get the signal up to them. Fly up here, you can see that, oh boy, this has gone badly. This is going very badly. You can see that the farms are current, or that piston over there and that one there are being powered because those redstone blocks are extended. But if I were to go back through to the base and flick the levers again, they would all turn off. So that's kind of this system in place. Now, the other thing is, I was taking a look around in spectator mode on my spectator. Ooh, more copper. Taking a look around on my spectator account to make sure this thing was all lined up and to get all the tunnels in place. And I saw a bunch of mobs, so let me pop over onto my spectator account now and I'll kind of show you what I mean. So I'm now here on my spectator account. As you can see, this is our base area, or what it looks like from inside other blocks. You can see, yes, I haven't spawn-proofed everything, but all the tunnels are capped off. But I was taking a look around, and it just so happens that down here is the biggest collection of mobs I've ever seen. You can hear them. There's so many of them. I need to turn down my audio. Music and sounds down. Look at them all. Apparently, a whole bunch of mobs have just died down here and dropped their items. And then these zombies have floated down this hall, or this cave, I should say, while I've been in my base and picked up the items. They're just sitting here. I don't know how many entities this is. I can't be bothered checking, but they are all holding, well, most of them are holding glow squidding. This guy's holding cobblestone, probably from when I was lighting up some caves. It looks like some of them are holding bones, but most of them are holding glow squidding. So what I think has happened is the glow squid has spawned in this water, obviously. It's died, dropped its items, which have flowed down here into the bottom here. Then whenever a zombie ends up down the bottom here, it picks up the item and stays here forever. So I'm going to have to come in here and clear this out and get rid of this water, because this is probably where a lot of the lag in the world's coming from. If I use my F3 screen, there's a lot of entities here. How many of them? 34 entities here. So that's probably causing a little bit of the lag that I'm experiencing. So maybe I'll, nah, there's 35 because there's another slime that's come down. But I'll come in here and remove them all. But I thought I should just point that out. Be careful of this in your own worlds, because I guess if you're anything like me, you're going to have a bunch of laggy farms. Just try and avoid things like this happening. Now, on that note, I'm actually going to light up all the caves in this area. Once I've done that, I'll be back to do some other stuff in the base. I have done all the cave lighting that I said I'd do, and now I'm just over here at my animal area. It's been a few episodes since we were last here, but I wanted to update you on my llama breeding thing. Now, all of these this is kind of the final state for the llamas, and I will end up decorating this area at some point, just not right now. But yeah, this is the final state for the llamas. They are all 15 slot llamas. So I have 10 15 slot llamas. That is the maximum for a llama pack. At some point or another, I might use them to carry some shulker boxes around, but I thought I should just update you guys because this was a fairly long process for me. I kept having to farm the wheat and then breed the llamas and then go and do some other stuff in the base and then come back here in 5 minutes, breed the llamas again, and so on and so forth. Now, you might also notice that I've got a lot of cows and a lot of goats. There's a couple of screaming goats in there. I'm not sure which ones they are. I'll figure it out at some point and I'll bring it over to the base when we end up taking all our animals over. Or experiment animals over. I've also got a bunch of cows in case I need some emergency food, but that is not really a problem anymore considering the golden carrots that I've got. So I thought I should just update you guys on this area. I have all my 15 slot llamas. They are all the green color-coded llamas, and I'm really happy with this. So yeah, thought I should just update you. I'll pop back to the base now. I also thought I should update everyone on my Wither Skeleton Farm project. So obviously I've been just over here buttoning up the surrounding area whenever I've been a bit bored or lacking something else to do. So what I've done is all of this nether fortress up to here, and that extends all the way around here. Now I've also done all the buttoning for this area back here, and this is a fair bit. This was about an hour's worth of work, but it wasn't too bad. It was just running back and forth in this Soul Sand Valley. Now, obviously, the buttoning... Oh, that's a gust. The buttoning comes all the way around here. I have also done a little bit of other work. There's a few buttons over here on the Nether Fortress, and then there's some more down here. You can see that I've buttoned this entire area up. And this... where does this go? This is all through here, running right up to this... Nope, that's not the corner that I thought it was. this also runs right up to the back here, all the way through here and all the way down here. There's a fair few buttons that I've been placing, so I've done an awful lot of this work as well. And that's just been off camera, making sure that it gets done, but not really bothering you guys with it too much. But I thought I should provide an update considering that I've done a fair amount of work on it. So that's all I've got on updates for existing projects. Apparently I've missed some spots over here, obviously, by the empty area, but I will now actually pop back through to the base and we can actually get some more work done. The other thing that I did off camera was I put together this relatively small honey farm. So I put bottles in the top there, and they all filter together, filter through these hoppers into each of those dispensers, and then allow me to farm some honey whenever there's one of these beehives is full. I'm not sure if none of these put out any honey recently. I did take all of the honey out of them to make some honey blocks for the shulker box sorter, but I thought I should just let you know where those honey blocks came from. They came from this farm. I put it together off camera when I needed it, and I just completely forgot to show it in the video. So considering the limited time that I currently have, this seems like a good time to show it off. So yeah, pretty simple farm to put together yourself. If you just come around the back here, you can see that this comparator detects whenever this bee nest, this is a beehive, is completely full of bees and honey, and whenever that is ready to be harvested, the redstone line up there gets powered and powers this dispenser, I think it is, yeah. And then that simply takes the honey out without aggravating the bees, drops it into this hopper line and into this chest. So that's the basic mechanism for how it works. It's pretty simple. You saw some bees popping in and out earlier. They aren't popping out right now, which is a bit annoying, but it's been put together, and I thought I should just let you know where it came from, where those honey blocks came from, the farm that I constructed, and also how to build it, which you can see there. I also have a video on the channel. It's in this farm is in my my 5 things you need in the Minecraft starter base, because they're actually a really good early game substitute for slime blocks if you can find a full bee nest. So yeah, I thought I should just let you guys know about that, and we'll head back to the base now, finally. Now, we're back here at the base, but I'm actually out of recording time for this video. I have more video time, but I don't have time to record said video. So, this clip's going to be a bit longer, but I just wanted to let you guys know what the plan is for the next episode. So, obviously, I have this map room in place down here. I still have to do the roof, but oh well. But in the next episode, I've obviously got space here, not there, and at the ends of all the other tunnels, and at the end of this one. So, in the next episode, I want to fill them up with something. Down here, I actually already have a space cleared out from when I was constructing this tunnel. This is where I want to put my mobs on display. So they'll be put in this area. I'll have a whole lot of rare mobs, such as a brown mushroom and a charged creeper, and so on and so forth. Inspiration thanks to Grian. He made a magical menagerie, and I like the idea of that, so I'm going to do it too. The other thing that I want to put together is nether access for actually down here. That will probably go there, or maybe, not 100% sure about this, but maybe here, and that will be a decorative thing. It'll be kind of like a Stranger Things kind of vibe, where you walk down here and you walk through some sort of containment area, and then there's the nether portal there, and it's infecting the area around it. That's the plan for it, at least. I really like building nether portals like that, so that's what I'm going to do. The other thing is, we will do some more work on the base up there, and if we have time, there's actually this really big cave here that I think we could turn into a really nice looking lush cave. So I've got the materials to make a lush cave here. Well, at least the lush cave from the 118 snapshots that we've seen. So the clay to make kind of the aquifers, glowberries hang from the roof, and moss to put on the floors. So that's the plan for the next video. Hopefully we can get all that done. I'm not 100% sure about it though. We'll at least get some of it done, so like the nether portal, that's a priority. But yeah, we've made a lot of progress in this episode. I've obviously spent the last 10 minutes or so updating you on things that we've done in the base. I've spent some time AFK. That's my AFK area up here. You guys haven't seen this much, but essentially, because this is a slime chunk, I need a safe place to stand. So I stand up here in between my charged creeper in a cage and my husk in a cage. Day 1 husk, love him. So I just stand here whenever I need to be AFK. We've put together our on and off switches for our farms in this video. Only linked up 2 of them because these 3 aren't really farms that can be turned off. There's a skeleton in the base. Great. We've also done some work on the base up there. We demolished some of the mountains and then started building up the wireframes for them and then started to fill them in. So, honestly, this has been a lot of work in this episode. We've done a fair bit. I've updated you on everything that you haven't seen on camera. This is still annoying, so I'm getting off it. But yeah, in general, very, very productive episode. I've really enjoyed making it. Been a bit of a grind. I want to do more of this in the next episode. That's the second priority, but yeah. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode. I'm here in the middle of my base because I feel like it, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks very much for making it all the way here. I like recording these little bits at the end because one, it pads out my runtime, but 2, it gives me a chance to talk to the people that actually watch my videos this far. So first off, thank you all so much for watching this far in the video. It's absolutely amazing to see you guys here. Drop some sort of emoji in the chat. I can't be bothered to remember which one, but just a smiley face in the chat, or chat, no, that's not right. In the comments, if you've made it this far in the video. So thank you all very much for making it here. There's been obviously this video took a bit longer to put together for me. I'm backlogged on videos right now because I'm actually coming into my exam period, so you might see videos that are a bit more hastily put together like this one or a couple of my previous videos, but all in all, it's been a bit busy at the moment. Other than that, I've been really enjoying making these videos still, and I will be back in the next video. Also, forgot to say, hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Forgot to say that in my outro, but yeah. And if you're still here and you haven't subscribed yet, why? First off, if you watched this far, that's impressive. But if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.